Hey everyone, I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper and welcome back to Build. Today I'll be talking with Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx, the comedian, actor, singer, and host who's been a household name for decades. We will also be joined by his daughter, model and actress Corinne Foxx, who's joining him as the DJ on season 2 of the game show Beat Shazam. But before we bring them out, let's check out a clip from the show.
Started, this lovely young lady, I cannot say enough of how beautiful she is, and she happens to be my lovely, wonderful daughter. Give it up for Corinne Marie Foxx.
You got this tag, you got tags. I mean, are we ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I'm gonna take some of this back because it kind of put me back a little bit. So I'm gonna keep the tags on it so I can turn it back in. But you good? You look fantastic.
I'm great.
Where is the rest of the skirt?
Oh, this is it. You don't like it?
I think you look fantastic.
Thanks. I'm sorry. Cover your eyes.
Stop looking! There you go, Corinne Marie Foxx. Listen.
Everybody put it together for Corinne and Jamie. High five.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all really excited.
For the
to have them
children,
here
come on.
today.
He's like, man, I ain't with all
Come on,
that.
give him a high five.
I ain't with all that. Good time. Okay, up top. Up top, way up top,
Jump,
up top,
jump.
way up top, way up top.
Jump, you got
Now
it.
way up top. Go get it. Right. Now up top. Now way up top. What you got? Woo! You doing? Gotta be the shoes, baby. Get the picture right there. All right.
So cute.
Where you from?
New Jersey.
Give it up for New
Jersey's
Jersey.
best right there. What's your name?
Lennox.
Lennox in the building. Give it up for Lennox.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, work.
Good?
We good. Yeah,
Frozen
chill,
in place.
Just chill.
Lennox,
All
you
right,
want to
let's
grab a seat?
go
Or?
back. I got me a son.
Aw, Jamie and Lennox.
Jamie and Lennox. Got me a son. All right, I got a picture? All right, man, we're going to hang out, Lennox. All right?
All right.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Guys, give it up for Lennox.
Lennox.
Yes. He's frozen in place.
How great is
You did
that?
great.
So cute. Lennox is one of my favorite names, by the way.
great is
so
that?
that's a
Lennox.
good name. All right, so obviously you guys are bringing a ton of energy in this space. I love it already. I think it's on. Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
You
good.
good?
You're good.
You came in with your backpack with music in it, setting the tone. I love it already.
We got to have energy.
It's constant.
constant.
It's just not even when we're doing the press stuff. It's all the time. You can hear him coming from a mile away.
Because you know what's so incredible about this moment? We live in this business where it's so crazy in Hollywood. You know it. You see it every day. You interview and you see so many stories about when you have your daughter who grows up in this business, ends up going to USC and graduating USC. You feel me? First of all, that's I'm a crier, so first I'm weeping at that. And then, when we were putting this show together, and Fox was like, we need a host. And she steps up on her own steam, goes in there and nails it. And to see her doing her thing and killing the show, man, you can't ask for anything better, man. I mean, it's family at all times.
Yeah.
So really quick, Jamie, for those who haven't seen the show, can you break down what it is?
Beat Shazam is simple. It's where three couples, teams of two, they compete by who can identify the greatest hits in the world, the fastest. Once they eliminate the competition, then they play against the
Shazam.
app. Shazam, tell them.
Yeah. So then in the final round, you're playing obviously for $1 million.
Yes.
Which is pretty crazy.
Come on, that's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, man. And you know what? I didn't put all of that in perspective. I was looking at the other shows, and they were giving, and you could win $200. I'm like, shit, we got way more than that. We got way more than that, dog. So, the first year we did it, here's what we didn't anticipate was the contestants, that it changed their life. Like, nobody came on the show playing for themselves. They were playing for, like, medical bills or things. And a lot of
student loans. Yeah, that's
so we got to work on that for the student loan, because everybody came in and said, dude won like $250,000. And it was a dude, he was from Montana, had his son. He just burst into tears. I said, man, what? It's $250. You good? He said, man, I could pay for my babies to go to college now.
Yeah.
So that's what's great about the show is the fact that you hear all the great songs. Whitney Houston, where my Whitney Houston fans at? You know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey. I say Mariah Carey. You say Mariah Carey. And then she actually came on the show.
Yeah, season 1.
Saw that
last season. It was crazy, right? You know what's great? We got a lot of great people that came and visited the show again.
This season we have a lot of great people.
Yeah.
So you got the music, which is so attractive. And I watch the show with my family when I'm home, and it's so much fun. It's so competitive.
It is.
Do you guys think you could beat Shazam? Like, when you see what these people are doing, do you think you could do it?
I think I could. I mean, I'm the DJ, so I know music pretty well. I mean, but here's the thing with it, is you know the song, but do you know the title of the song? That is the trick.
That a lot of brothers, like when a lot of my African Americans watch the show, the brothers be stuck because I know the lyric. I was like, it's driving me out of my mind. But the song is, I be blowing it, you know. So a lot of times we get people that, you know, our contestants are great. I don't know how great I would be. She's always been good. That's why she's great on the show, because when she was coming up, she always like indie bands. And
Yeah, I really threw my dad with that one.
yeah, Dad, I'm gonna go see the Broken Crayons. Just, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Lily Livers or whatever. I'd be like, okay, go see that. But then when we get on the show, she's singing every song because she go from the hood to the White House.
Yeah, it's eclectic. You're eclectic.
Yeah.
And it's such a fun show.
Get the T-shirt ready, hood to the White House. Come on, somebody print that up. Come on,
Hashtag
Lennox.
hood to the White House.
Hood to the White House.
Hashtag. So it's such a fun show, and I think especially now with like how crazy things are in the world, it's fun to just have a game show that is just you could watch with your family and laugh and enjoy it. So what does that mean for you guys to one be a part of that and then get to do it with family?
I mean, I think it's so universal, and that's the appeal of the show, is that anybody can play, anyone can watch, and you can. What do you do?
He's just proud. He's just proud.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. But you know, anyone can play, anyone can watch, and that's what we need right now. You know, everything is so polarized in the world, and
It's you youngins and their social medias.
But it is, and so it's just nice to have a show that's all about love and family and music, and it's all positive.
It is all positive. No comments.
So you did the first season, and now we're bringing on Corinne. How did you become a part of this? Did you raise your hand? You're like, I'm a big fan. I want to do this.
Yeah, well, they were looking for someone to fill the space, and my dad said, you know, hey, just go and just see if you'd be the right fit. And you know, I talked to the producers, and it felt right. And
what she's not telling you is that to be the co-host and the DJ seems simple, but it's a lot that you have to do. Standards and practices and all these different things that she controls. So when she went in, I said, hey, they not going to treat you like you my daughter. They really trying to fill the space. And I said, but then again, she done hung out on every set. Uncle Leonardo DiCaprio, all these different cats that she knows. So when she walked in, she was like, man, she got all of that history. And she wowed them over, and they were really genuinely happy about it. And you see it when you see the show.
I mean, you're doing the music. You're almost the most important piece of the show.
I mean, we don't really need my dad.
That's what I'm saying.
If I don't play the music, the show doesn't really exist.
So what advice did he give you going into this? I know he said they were going to treat you just like everybody else, but what did he do to kind of help you navigate this space?
I mean, my dad's just super supportive of literally everything that I do. And so he was just my #1 fan, and he was cheering me on. And even with the first episode, was just so excited for me to be there. And
I was blowing it on the first episode because I was just watching her like forgetting my lines and stuff like that. But, you know, it's like I tell my daughter all the time, I say, you worth everything, baby. You got to get everything. You deserve everything that you go out there and get. And she embraces it. When she was younger, it was almost, sometimes I was too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm always embarrassing her, always doing things. But now, you know, she lets it flow because at first I said, no, Dad, it's my own steam. And I was like, yeah, it's true. I want you to do it on your own steam, but I also want you to take advantage of what your dad has done. And a lot of times, you know, sometimes it's hard for kids to feel like that they may have to.
But it's also hard in this industry because people expect, oh, you know, she's just gonna get on the show because her dad's on the show. And I've always really fought that. Like, I want to do everything on my own and prove myself. And I think as I've gotten older, you know, kind of accepting that my dad has worked very hard, and there are just blessings that I can. Obviously, I have to work for them, but I also have to be welcome to them as well.
Get your blessings, baby.
Right. I think the
Get your
truth is the
blessings,
door's
Jesus.
cracked open, but you still got to blow it up wide
And you
open
gotta
yourself.
show up, 100%.
Absolutely.
Once you're in that room, and that
Get
door
your
opens, you gotta show up. And he's just off doing.
So he
his own
mentioned-
Little child, get your blessings. Blessings.
So speaking of him embarrassing you,
right now, currently, you mean? Yeah.
what are some things he does to make you kind of cringe a little bit?
I mean, like, are you looking at him right now? My dad.
I saw somebody in church do that. Hallelujah.
Well, right now would be a great example of. No, I mean, when I was a lot younger, it was a lot more embarrassing just because he's so outrageous and he would show up so flashy, and I just wanted him to like disappear into the background. No one wants their dad when you're 16 years old to like stand out. But as I've gotten older, I accept you more for who you are.
And you have a younger daughter too. Is she
Yeah,
ever
my
gonna,
little sister.
Is she ever gonna make an appearance on the show?
Yeah.
Is she gonna?
Yeah.
She's on the show. We all, as a matter of fact, Bill Biv DeVoe. Now you know. Yo, Slick Blow.
He's out of my mind.
Sing it like you mean it.
That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my
Are we legally allowed to sing this?
Miss a kiss of
That girl is poison. I'm gonna let you cool down. I'm gonna let
Gotta
you
recover from that.
I'm gonna let you recover. I'm gonna let you recover real quick, Corinne.
Yes.
So you breaking into this space, I
Yeah.
know that you were Miss Golden Globes in 2016.
Yep.
You've done some acting. You've modeled. Where do you kind of hope to go with this?
What's been really great is that I have so many avenues to go. So I obviously I do acting, and I've done a lot of modeling, and I have my own company that I run, and now I have the show, and so there's just so many things going on, and it's going to be really interesting to see what comes of all of this.
What gives you the most life, though? What do you love doing the most?
I have been writing since I was little.
Oh.
So writing and my company Fox Tales, where we do a bunch of editorial content, that is my heart and soul. And I'm writing a pilot right now, actually.
I actually checked out Fox Tales. I'm a little older than you, but I was getting some knowledge.
There's a lot of good
From
stuff
it
on
was
there.
about dating and dating apps,
Yeah.
and sort of like really inspiring women and stuff.
Yeah, I have. We have 3 writers on staff, and they're amazing. And then we have our girl-powered shop, which we feature a lot of female-run businesses, and we give them a platform to launch all of their great products that they have. So
Love that.
it's my passion project.
Yeah, I love that.
And I have to say this. She wrote a script.
Don't say what it is.
I'm not going to say what it is. She wrote a script, right? So she gives it to me and other professional friends of mine. And so I'm ready with my speech to say, the first time at these things, it just doesn't work out. You have to go back to the drawing board. Blows everybody away. Right now, in the biggest agency right now, the whole place is abuzz about her idea. And what's crazy about it is that I'm not going to give it away, but I think this way. She thinks that way. And it was so, forward. And that's all I say. But see her now, because pretty soon we were like, is there a part in there for me? Because it's about to be crazy. And she's very, very smart. So
When he says
really.
that, how does that feel? Because that's a huge,
Yeah, it's a huge compliment. I mean, obviously, I think that my dad's always going to say that to me. So
Yeah.
it's been nice when we've heard feedback from other people, too.
See how they do?
Well, because I can't tell.
No,
you know,
yeah,
if you're just hyping me
to
up 'cause
be
you're my
honest,
dad.
I was really ready to be on you. Like, no, we gotta. And I was talking to my friend. I was like, "Are you reading this?" They can't put it down. So I'm really excited for everybody to see the way her mind works as well.
I Love that. Speaking of scripts, you have a new show called Off Script.
Yeah.
And it's airing on several Yahoo properties, AOL, HuffPost, all over the place. I don't know, have you guys seen some of the clips so far? You've had Melissa McCarthy and Gabrielle Union, Jeremy Renner, I think.
We got Jeremy Renner, Melissa McCarthy, Gabrielle Union. We got
Chadwick,
our king.
Yep.
We have our king. Connor. Freeze. I never freeze. Chadwick, we have The Rock. Can you smell? I got The Rock, and it's just great. Silverman is a great show.
So this series is you interviewing these people in a trailer?
Yeah,
right?
Back
It's
in
really
the day,
cool.
as a matter of fact, it's a Will Smith trailer. Will Smith had this big trailer, it was like this double-decker trailer that he would use as a movie. When I saw it, I was like, man, I could throw parties in there. So
Of course, that's how you think.
I would borrow the trailer and just park that thing and have a DJ and a mixologist on there. I remember Pharrell was throwing a party in L.A. and it wasn't the right joint. It was like one of the promoters, I don't know if he knew because he's from out of town, like, that ain't the right joint. So I parked the trailer next to the joint, and I said, yo, when you get out, just come out that way. And I had my whole little security. We came over, did our thing. So with that, when I met with Grey Goose, I said, listen, I know we're going to partner up on this. We need to get that trailer. And so as opposed to having the star come to where we are, because I know they're busy, the people that I'm talking about, we just park where they are, centrally located. They come in, and you saw the interviews. They're relaxed because I know these guys, and I wanted to show a different side. When you saw the Gabrielle Union, like, see, we see that Gab every day.
I love it.
And I said, Gab, I want them to see how you really are, how she's a woman in the business who is one of the most talented, business-minded, don't take no mess for the children. And it was great to be able to do that.
Yeah, to see her honesty when she talked about just like, I have nothing left to care about. Like, I'm doing me.
A basket of...
right.
a basket
give.
of...
Yep.
For the children.
F-bombs.
Yeah, F-bombs.
Fudge.
So this is sort of a new format for you, right? Because we've seen you do so much, and now you're sitting down on kind of the other side and interviewing. So who did you kind of look to? What kind of style did you want to kind of mimic, or anybody that you really admired on the interviewer
yes
side?
And no, new to it. I had a show on the radio show on Sirius called Foxx Radio. So we interviewed everybody on that show. We were wild and we were too crazy. But I said, I want to be able to take that DNA and do it on the show. Keep it loose, keep it light. And when you hear about The Rock talking about, he was basically like the Florida Project where he lived in a hotel, before he got on. Or when you hear Chadwick, and we talk about how Chadwick was sitting in my crib almost like, I guess, November or December, before everything, he was like, man, I don't know. I said, I know exactly what's about to happen. And he was thinking like, how is his life going to change? And to hear him talk about that is just like I said, it's interviews that you don't necessarily get a chance to see in other formats.
Is there any interviewer that you really kind of respect and learned from?
I think it's a mix of everything. Like, see, I'm a little older. I'm 25 times too. So there's, yeah. I know you. 50? No. So when I was younger, there was a guy named Phil Donahue, who I remember him interviewing Louis Farrakhan, and it was just to me Farrakhan, talk to us about the blue idea. He would be very engaging, but he would draw things out of people. And then Arsenio Hall, who would happen to be with that person at a nightclub or at a dinner setting, so they could talk about things that were more personal. So I sort of drew upon those guys, and then just put my own spin on it.
Yeah. So in this career you've had, that is still, I'm sure I know we haven't even seen half of what you can do. What has been a defining moment?
I mean, the defining moments are always. I look at my career as like this characters. That's been my whole thing. Is I just want to, at the end of my career, I want to look back and see all the characters. In Living Color, back in the day.
Wanda.
Doing, hey, for real, hey, how you doing? Hey, for real. I mean, that character, people don't understand. That character, like, when I got on In Living Color, I was the 8th funniest person on that show. The Wayans, it was like 9,000 of them. It was, am I right? It was like, it just kept coming. Show him Marlon, show him. It was just all in. And then it was Jim Carrey. Clap if you know who I'm talking about. David Allen Greer, all these people. So when we did the Wanda character, that came out of a box. It was a box and a blonde wig right there. And Keenan said, yo, throw that on and do that character. And then she was born. And then David Allen Greer said, hey, say, I rock your world. And then my girl, AJ Sanders was like, you got to say, for real, though. So when we did that character jumped off. And I was like, wow, that's one in the books, which is tough to get out of that character at a certain point because I wanted to do music as well, which was tough when Teddy Riley came to the set and I tried to give him my cassette tape. Y'all know what a cassette tape is?
Yeah. Yeah.
We had to get it right on the mark to start right on the thing. You know what I'm saying? You had to twist it. So I'm running. I was dressed as the Wanda character and Teddy was there. But he hadn't seen the character yet because it was new. And they said, Teddy Riley. I said, he about to leave? So I grabbed my tape. So he was down the hallway. I got the titties on and the shoes. But I'm like, Teddy! So he turned around and see me running with the titties and the shoes. And I said, yo, Ted, man, hey, man, I do music. He said, impossible. And so I had to shake that character. So next thing you know, we go from that to the Jamie Foxx show. After the Jamie Foxx, and then after the Jamie Foxx show, it was a character named Willie Beeman. My name is Willie. Willie Beeman, I keep the ladies screaming. And that was on Any Given Sunday. So you work with Al Pacino and all the greats and Oliver Stone. And then to go from that to Ali. Muhammad Ali's a prophet. How you going to be God's son? As soon as you come out the garage, you beat number 2. So there's another character to hang. And then all of a sudden, you know what? I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. You know? So that's another character. And then, Ray, that was a defining moment where I get a chance to meet Ray Charles. And I said, I'm just trying to do the right thing by you. And he says, hey, look, if you could play the blues, baby, you could do anything. So next thing you know, I'm playing the blues with Ray Charles. I hit a wrong note while we was moving into some Thelonious Monk. He said, hey, now why the hell would you hit that? And I said, I'm sorry, hey, don't hit the wrong notes. And he taught me something. Life is about the right notes. Take the time out to hit the right notes. So we go from that to Django, you know they love him. Django, right? So now all I want to do is keep creating great characters and let them come to life. There's some characters that I did in this movie called All-Star Weekend.
You have a lot of characters inside of you, yeah.
That is going to blow you away. Like I play this one guy named Xavier who's a gangster, and there's another guy I play. His name is You Dig, and everything is Gucci. And then there's
Jimmy Tuck.
I play this guy named Jimmy Tuckett. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Okay. I play a guy named Jimmy Tuckett. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Remember.
You remember that. And then on the horizon, we have Mike Tyson, who's boxing champion of the world. So I think if we can touch all those bases, we'll be in a good spot.
So we're going to go to questions really quick. But I want to know, having you two here, I know you're so proud of Corinne. What is just your biggest hope for her?
You know what? Catch the groove right now. Because you always look at your kids, and I know how this business can be, and there's a groove. And when you jump into that groove, and you are successful in it, work as hard as you can, and then I want to see her reap the benefits of all of her talents. And for all you young kids and young folks that's coming up, it's not easier, but there's more access. So all I ever want her to do is just keep pushing forward, no matter what it is. I mean, with her businesses, with her what she's doing as a philanthropist.
You got it. You got a philanthropist.
It's porcelain. But just keep moving forward.
That's amazing. All right, let's go to the audience before we get out of here.
Hi, Jamie. I'm a big fan. I wanted to know, with all that you do, from acting to comedy to music, which one is your favorite? And with everything that you do also, where do you draw your inspiration from at this point?
What do you think?
I don't know. I always feel like music for you is where you started, but it's tough.
Music is great because you don't have to. No one has to know the language. I could go all over the world. We was at Coachella. We was both on stage at Coachella, and the music. It's 200,000 people. We singing our songs and doing our thing. But I will tell you this: comedy is the best feeling. When I see somebody bent over laughing, I mean, I'm trying to literally kill somebody. Like I want somebody to laugh and literally like die. That would be like, yo, how was it last night? Yo, I killed last night. You see the news, you see TMZ, dude died. I mean, because just when you make a person laugh, there's nothing like it. That's why I'm going out on my tour. It's called #Back on My Funny Shit. And you got to come check it out because it's all of the stories that she's heard. But I'm literally like the Black Forrest Gump. Like I'm always in places where the shit is going down. So you have to come see these stories.
I like how you nodded when he said that. You're like, yes, he is.
Oh yeah, all he does is tell stories. All he does is tell stories.
Who we got next?
How you doing, sir? First things first, I want to say thank you for being the icon that I grew up on, not having a father figure. I looked to like TV dad, so to say. So watching Jamie Foxx show taught me how to like fend myself against bullies with words and wit. You taught me that you didn't have to always be physical. You taught me that if you were smart enough, you can make them think, and that was winning half the war right there. So I really want to thank you just for being that father figure that I looked up to.
Son. My son.
Thank you, sir.
My son.
But I just want to ask, because I did watch season 1 of Shazam and I loved it. Will we be seeing more genres like something crazy like bluegrass or maybe like dubstep, something that maybe people don't listen to on the regular? Will we see something like that?
We got a few wrinkles in there where people looked at the category like, what's that? But we had to sort of put that in there because, like I said, we have to throw wrinkles to make it. We don't want to give all our money away, so we want to make sure,
It's got to be tough. And our contestants really know their music, so we have to, throw in the categories like that so that, it's an even playing field.
Do you ever get to suggest songs, Corinne?
I can't really because it's so tight, and I can't really know the songs before they're played because I could
Yeah, standards of practice.
They're really on it.
Yeah, really on it. But you know what's great about it this year is what? The app.
Oh, the app, yeah.
Like if you play on the app at home, you could win $10,000 from the crib. So we the only show that's doing that. Where if you get the thing right, you got 10 grand coming to. Yeah, we done made it, man. We done made it. We done made it. We done made it. So I think our show is one of the most innovative, interactive shows. And like I said, it's gonna be really off the chain this second season.
Okay, we have 2 more questions. Right there.
Yeah, what's up, guys? It's an honor to meet you.
Great, right?
Yeah.
He's got the greatest energy.
I'm
in the
super
world.
proud of you, by the way, 'cause I know you've been working really hard. Is there any music that you discovered now that your dad listens to that you'll be like surprised, like we'll be surprised that he listens to? And another question I have is, how do you deal with, like, since your daughter's so beautiful, like people trying to bag your daughter up? Or
Yeah. I mean, I'll address that one now. I'll kill a motherfucker, man. No. I'll kill a motherfucker, man. You gotta be willing in today's world to kill a motherfucker, man. Because I always told her, I said, hey, listen, I'm always cool, but that guy has to know that there's a sincere repercussion if that guy is not handling himself the right way towards my daughter. Case in point, like literally this is the funniest but the truest story. One of her previous
my high school boyfriend.
Say it like that.
High
school boyfriend, he comes by the house. Snoop happens to be over there with like 35 motherfuckers. I mean, like 30 Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, Snoop, need you right there. There he is right there. Shake him up. And Snoop goes over, and Snoop was very sincere because Snoop has daughters as well. And so I think that's the most important thing, that the father is willing to die for the daughter. I think that puts a whole different frequency in when the way that guy comes into the room. Because like I know, things get crazy out here, and a lot of times people don't know how to deal with it. We just want to we want to be sincere in our approach.
That's literally straight out of Bad Boys. Remember that scene?
Yeah, all that. It's
Yes.
real. The realest version of that, though.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the answer is one question too. What song would surprise you?
get it
What
out.
music genre would surprise us that your dad listens to?
Well, just to go off, he did a little too much.
Okay.
Clearly, it's a little too much.
Yeah,
but it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But like, okay, there was one situation where I think it was Easter,
What was this? Okay.
and you were sitting.
Okay.
We were at the dinner table,
Uh-huh.
and people started just sitting around, and we had to just, we just had to clear the lines.
I go through a lot.
We had some guys that didn't have social security numbers just sit around and just make sure that,
You got a lot of uncles.
oh man, a gang of them.
But to answer your other question,
Get to it.
Dad, you really like Shawn Mendes. Oh. And that's a surprise.
Yeah,
He does.
I do. I dig that fella, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he make me put on a robe and drink wine and stuff.
That is surprising, but Sean is good. So
Yeah, he's amazing.
I respect that. All right, we got one more question.
Hi, Jamie and Corinne.
Hi.
Hi. So I think it's so important to see this daughter-father dynamic represented in the entertainment industry. Jamie, as you are mentoring and guiding her through her career, what advice or defense tools have you given her in light of the many challenges facing the industry currently? Specifically, the Me Too movement, in light of the Harvey Weinstein scandals, and this current Mute R. Kelly movement.
Of course. Well, here's what I can say when it comes to mine. Always respect yourself. Don't never have yourself in no situation. If it is a situation, call me. Always know, too, there's going to be, in our business, sometimes blurred lines where some girls are going to do certain things or some girls are going to do whatever. I said, what I want to do is be able to protect you at all times, knowing that this business is the trickiest business in the world. It's all nuance. It's all kinds of crazy things, but she's basically seen it all. I never hid anything from her so she could see how crazy these people. Am I right? You went to a party one time. She's like, Dad, these people are. What did you tell? You went to some party. You was like, these people are crazy. Oh, when we would go to like Golden Globes or something, she's like, Dad, these people are weird. I said, yeah. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been nice growing up on kind of the outside of, we've been in Hollywood, but always on the outskirts and always outsiders looking in and being able to see it for what it really is. And I think a lot of people, you get lost in it and you can, because of that, be very vulnerable. And I've been lucky to have my dad. And a lot of young women aren't in the position that I am to know that I have my dad who knows all these big executives. So they would never think to put me in those situations. But unfortunately, a lot of young women aren't like that and are taken advantage of. And so that's what we're working on.
And what I tell her all the time, and what I tell any woman, don't make anybody make you feel bad about standing up for what you know is right. Because you'll stand up and then all of a sudden you'll get fatigued and somebody say, oh, y'all complaining too much. Just like when it comes to black folks. It was like, here they go again, marching. But there is a reason for it. So whatever you feel, and I tell her, whatever you feel like is your right to do something, go out there and do it. I'm behind you 1,000%.
I love that. I could talk to you guys for another hour.
Man, Lennox.
But we got to get out of here, so I just want to remind everybody, Beat Shazam, Season 2 premieres May 29th on Fox.
Yes, yes.
Jamie, Corinne.
And here's the other thing. Daddy-daughter time. If you go on my Instagram, I am Jamie Foxx. I always post hashtag daddy-daughter time, and I'll show me and my daughter or me and my youngest daughter doing something cool. So we decided to bring that into the show. You want to explain it?
Yeah, so we're doing a contest, and we're looking to see how you guys spend daddy-daughter time. So you use the hashtag daddy-daughter time, and we're going to pick a winner of who we like the best, and they're going to hang out with us on the premiere day.
Yeah, so on the premiere night, if we pick the video that you send, you'll come to my house. We will do an extensive security background check.
No funny business.
I'm going to have an old school wand out there. Whoop, whoop. What is this? Whoop. But yeah, so we're gonna open up the house. We're gonna have a great party there on the 29th to celebrate it. And like I said, hashtag Daddy Daughter Time and send it to us, and we good.
All right, you guys hear that? All right, give it up for Jamie and Corinne. Thanks, guys.